Hope everyone had a good Christmas holiday. Last week's weekly results are in, and it was a down week, minus 625 on the 25K portfolio, plus 630 on the month still, but after slippage and commission, these numbers are without slippage and commission, but you see the number of trades, and so we take this number and subtract $25 times 48 trades to get this number. So on the month, plus 630 without slippage and commission, minus 570 with. And so it's been a slow month so far after a good November 50K portfolio, plus 640, minus 860 after slippage and commission, and the 100K portfolio, plus 100 on 77 trades, minus 1825 after slippage and commission, and the $1 million portfolio is plus 3,400 on the month. 479 trades, minus 85.75. This is 479 contracts traded, and it's based on taking multiple contracts from the 100K portfolio. So it's not actually 479 separate trades, but 479 contracts traded. And these are the weekly results. You see it was a down week across the board. It's a very slow week, and that happens. And we've been on a pretty good streak since the election in November, but last week was pretty slow. So it's pretty hard to make money when the market is moving as slow as it did last week, but we're off to a strong start this week. Let's take a look at, here's the base strategies. No trades today so far. The crude oil after hours we talked about. We sent that email out last week on how to trade this. It did take a trade on Friday near the close along at 53.18, and this market closed at 53.25, so it's up $70. But you also had the opportunity to get back in this trade. If you didn't take the trade on Friday at all, or if you got out on the close, you had the opportunity to get back in like we talked about in our email on Friday. The way you'd do this is you'd take this trade and you get out the last minute on the close on Friday, and then typically this market reopens on Sunday night. So you could do this on a weekly basis on Sunday night. And get back in, but it was the market was closed. The true spirit of the strategy is to hold this position over the weekend. But 3 days, it's closed for 3 days with absolutely no data for 3 days over 72 hours, really. So it was maybe prudent to take this trade off and put it back on Monday night when it reopened, and it did open at 5. You had the opportunity, many opportunities. Here's the entry price. So you could have gotten back in at the, if you would have exited at the close or near the close at 53.25, you had plenty of opportunities up until almost 9 a.m. Eastern time this morning to get in at a price that's better than Friday's close, or at the entry price, plenty of opportunities to get in at a price better than the entry price from Friday's entry point. And so this strategy is up 20 cents away from its profit target, or 21 cents. We'll see if it hits that. Crude oil has been just pretty choppy lately, and we'll reverse on a dime, and so it can give up profits. But we have to keep these loosely parameterized, as we talk about in our book. We can't squeeze things too tight. And tick pulse is up already along 22.65.25. It's up a little bit on this trade, a couple of points. We're looking at Dow 20K. We are currently 29 points away. The market is very tepid at these prices, and so it's interesting to see how gingerly the market is approaching Dow 20,000 like it's more psychological than anything. It's just a number. Sometimes the market treats these big numbers tepidly, and so it's just more psychology than anything. But market psychology is a big deal, and it can really move the markets. And so we'll see. I think it'll go through it and be fine to the upside. We're just sitting up here at highs, and you want to consider the factor of not shorting a dull market in this kind of environment, because it is pretty dull. I want to show you a record. Not really a record, but here's some of the other trades that are in the 50K and 100K portfolio. And here is the weekly closes divided by the weekly range divided by the close, and we were at 0.8 last week. see 0.33, that's just this week, but it's just this week just started, so it doesn't really count. So you have to look at last week. So 0.8 is the high minus the low over the close. So it's a percentage of the weekly range over the close. And you see this white line on that, and that's about as low as it usually gets in the last 10 years. And so let's look at the daily version of this. It was at, last week it was at 0.27. Friday was 0.27. The range on Friday was 6 points. And so I wanted to go back and see, wow, the market is traded at 6 points, but at these levels, where does that rank in the the daily range over the close factor, percentage of the close? The range is the percentage of the close. So I wanted to take a look at that, and so I exported this data, and then I sorted it. I took this is the weekly range over the close percentage, and 0.27 Friday we're fifth lowest since the beginning of the E-mini S&P, and all these other numbers are in recent years. You see 2013, that's around that's like New Year's, around New Year's. This is probably around Thanksgiving. July and June 20th of 2014 and July 14th of 2014 are also low numbers. I have to go back and look and see. There's not really July the 4th holiday is July the 4th, and so I don't know if there's a pre-Fed meeting, low range for that. I can't remember for sure, but this is the rank of that, and so you see 2007, 0.28. Most of these are in recent years. 2006, 0.29. These 2014, 2016, and so the ranges are lower in recent years. Let's see if we can go back and see. Here's 2000, 0.48, and but you don't see the 1990s in here anywhere. Just a quick scroll. I haven't seen the 1990s in recent. But if you scroll down, you see different numbers, and it goes all the way up to 15.3. 1997, these numbers were, I think, 0 for some reason. I didn't calculate those right. But anyways, that's a quick calculation and a sorting of the average range over the close. In Friday, range of 6 points over the close was the 5th lowest that I have since the beginning of the E-mini S&P, and one of the reasons why there was not much activity last week. Crude oil moved, but the stock indexes and other markets just chopped pretty much most of the week. So there you have it. Let me know if you have any questions on the portfolio. That's the latest update.